Then we'd use a bunch of leaves because we used to live in a trailer park. Obviously, we didn't own a horse or trailer park, but the horses appear lived in trailer park. Can be for every day. Take care of it. Anyways, we had like a bunch of trees where we lived. It was like this in our backyard. Like our whole backyard was like this. So there's like 100 feet. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today is Tuesday, and today it's nice outside. Look at this. It's nice outside. We're gonna take a walk. As soon as I get my dog, he's outside tied up because he had to go to the bathroom real quick, and I couldn't hold him long enough to do all this stuff, so I had to get to go. Right, Tommy the kitty cat. Tommy. I remember when you was this tall, Tommy. Remember when you was this big. Yeah, I remember when you was that big. You was born, and yeah, I remember you being born. Yeah, remember you being born. You was this little itty bitty thing. Now look at you. You're a big old cow cat. So what? What are you doing? What are you doing? Really? Really, kitty cat. You're making my intro too long, kitty cat. Stop biting me. Anyways, guys, let's get this started. Oh, go back here. So, alright, guys, we get this started here. Get your to remember to like, comment, subscribe, and click the bell. Expect to talk to you guys. So, hi, guys, I'm back. We made it out here, right, Jakey? We're going for a walk. We're good for road. Well, come on, let's go. Yeah, come on. Up the road we go. Go, Jake. Let's go. Come on. Go down through the field, I guess. So this is where you want to go. By the way, guys, I hope my greenhouse part come today. If it does, I might put it together. I don't know if we'll put it together on the camera or not, because by the time it comes, it'll probably be late, because we usually get stuff till way later, and we can't go up the road, Jake. Jake, we gotta go down here for a minute so I can get this, Jake, before it blows over the place. Come here, Jake. Come on. Jake, come on. Jake, I hate dogs that don't walk. They stop and they sniff everything. I want to just walk and go, not sniff everything in existence. And stop and stubborn dogs. Come on. Come on. Get over here for a minute, Jake. Gotta do something. Gotta grab these trash cans so people won't run them over. Anyways, like I said, if the greenhouse comes, it probably won't be till later in the day, and I won't be able to film it today. I'll probably put it together and film it tomorrow once it's together. If it comes, I don't know if it's even... Jake, wait. Jake, just wait a second. Just wait a second. Crazy dog. Anyways. Yeah. Greenhouse, guys. I can't wait to get to that. We can do all kinds of cool stuff we can do. Obviously, we can do plants. Obviously, we can put worms in it. I'm going to make compost in it through the winter, because it's too cold down here in the winter time to make compost inside. I know all the compost extras like, oh, you can make compost outside, blah, 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 blah. No, you can't. Not when it's like, oh, hold on. Hold on. Oh, God. Okay. As I was saying, I know there's people out there like, oh, I'm trying to fix my microphone, guys. Give me a second. Why is it like this? Okay. Oh, my gosh. Why do I have hiccups all of a sudden? I can't talk or anything. What I was trying to say was, well, give me a second, guys. What I was trying to say was, I know compost extras like, oh, you can make compost year-round, especially in wintertime, in any climate. No, you can't. Because where we live, it's so cold sometimes that as soon as you put stuff outside, it'll freeze in like an hour. And when it's that cold, nothing is going to work. They say like, oh, as long, like, now granted, maybe if you have like a 10-foot tall compost pile, maybe you might be able to make compost outside, but we don't make them that big. Because one, we don't get enough compost material for that. And two, it just, yeah, compost that big. We need like a tractor or like a bulldozer to compost that much. Which maybe one day we will. Jake, stop. Stop pulling on everything. Okay. Kitty cat, leave Jake alone. Really? Okay, what was I trying to say? Oh, but with our greenhouse, we can probably make compost, because I plan on putting, we'll put like 3 barrels in it that are black. They're painted black because if they're black, then they retain heat and they release it during the night, because they'll heat up during the day from the sun, and then at night they'll release the heat, and that way they'll keep it warmer. And then after that, I plan on I'm gonna bring all our compost barrels, stick them in there, and then do that. And then also, if they're still not warm enough for my worms, because let's say above 50 degrees, because some nights it gets really, really cold. It gets like negative like 20 with the wind sometimes. Look at the birds. If it gets that cold, I don't know if anything's gonna survive or not, but, and then we can go there, we can tarp our worms inside of it. That makes another area of heat to retain the heat in. Maybe if these worms, if I can actually keep it 50 degrees all winter long, at least 50 degrees, I will be happy. Because then I can like double or triple my worm farm. I can make like 5 or 10 more worms. Which, we need more worms anyways, because we got too much paper. Because by the time I spread paper, we get like only about half, not even like half the paper gets, cardboard paper gets sent into worms. Because I mostly feed my worms paper and cardboard from Amazon, which is a nice way to get rid of it. It's a nice way to recycle it, turn it into food. You also just compost it out, which composting that way takes forever because you need a bunch of nitrogen. We don't have a bunch of nitrogen. If you had like manure from like a cow or horse or any animal, I guess, besides cats and dogs, because cats and dogs carry parasites that humans can get. But like barn animals, like horse manure, you can probably compost but that's what we used to use. We used to use, that's what our compost used to be made of, was like horse manure. We used it for horse, and we used to get tons of horse manure, obviously, and then we'd use a bunch of leaves because we used to live in a trailer park. Obviously, we don't own a horse or trailer park, but the horses appear lived in a trailer park, can be for every day, take care of it. Anyways, we had like a bunch of trees where we lived. It was like this in our backyard. Like our whole backyard was like this. So there's like 100 feet or like 30 feet underneath like 40 billion trees. It was like these trees right here, but all over our yard. And they was like giant trees that would like drop tons and tons of leaves constantly every year. Like you go out there and you get like 20 feet of leaves. Like I remember when I was a kid, we'd get like 40 bags of leaves from just our backyard, and then we do that, and then like a week later we have like 20 more bags. It's insane how many leaves we get. But we used to bring them up here, put them up here, and add horse manure to it, and boom, leaf mold compost manure, which is basically what we got a road, Jake. Got a road. It's actually insane how good that was. Everything you needed. Leaves has minerals, compost, and once it turns into compost, you get bacteria and all that stuff. And then the minerals, it's from the leaves, and then you have horse manure for nitrogen and phosphorus and stuff like that from the horse eating all the grass and whatever. Now, the thing is, nowadays, we didn't have to worry about this because our horse, we didn't let our horse like go anywhere. We literally just stuck in the field and moved around all day, which is why we have so many apple trees in our backyard, because a horse used to feed a horse apples, and a horse would poop out seeds, and boom, you get trees, which is kind of insane to think about. But yeah. Anyways, we used to literally just have like a horse, and we tie her all over the place. We used to keep her in the front yard down there on a chain we put in the ground and move it around all day, and she would like basically graze the field, graze the everything. So yeah. Anyways, but if you get horse, if you don't own a horse or own your own animals, and you want to get horse manure, which is like one of the best things ever for your garden, honestly, anytime manure is, do not trust it too far, unless you know exactly who they are, and you're like, and you can ask them like, hey, does your field was it sprayed with any kind of chemicals? Because nowadays they have chemicals they spray on fields that kill everything but grass, which is hard to believe. And then that stuff stays in the guts of the animal, and they poop it out, and then it can stay there for up to 2 years. Seriously, honestly, it's not really that long if you can spray it out and put it in the sun. It's like 3 months if you lays in the sun. But if it's just piled on top of each other, like compost out and stuff, it can stay in the poop for like 2 years. And then when you throw it in your garden, it kills everything but grasses, which the only thing our grasses are what do you call it? The only thing that aren't grasses is corn and stuff like that. Mostly corn. Everything else would get killed, which, especially tomato plants, are really sensitive. I forget what it's called. It's a chemical. I forget what it's called, but you be really careful with it now if you buy like commercial horse manure, because horses and cows or any kind of manure at a store, even like bag manure, can have it now, which is not good. But you need to be really, really careful with stuff, because you have this chemical in it, and it can stay in there for years at a time, and it just gets bad. It kills everything. And then whenever if you put it in like tomato plants, the leaves will curl up and it'll just die, and they can't grow. So yeah, great, right? Now you gotta worry about chemicals in manure, which is something you have to worry about until like 10 years ago, maybe 20 years ago. But it became really prevalent here in the last 5 years or so. I forget what the chemical is called. There's a chemical in the camera was called. You can look up on YouTube. I can't remember. I watched a bunch of videos about it, but yeah, I can't believe they did that, where chemicals became give your grass to horses anymore and make compost out of it, which is insane. Whew. Okay, Jake. Hey, we made it to the top of the hill. Giant marshmallow, man. Marshmallows. We got marshmallows. Look at that. I hope our thing comes. Come on, Jake. We're not going across the field. No, come on. We're not going across the field. Come on. Come on. Come on. Guys, I'll come back in a few minutes. Probably want to get down, head down the hill. So, hey, guys. If anybody has any comments on how to keep a greenhouse from blowing over in the wind, and also how to, there's a cat watching us. See it? You can see the cat. Kitty cat, that's a foxhole down there. You're going to get ate. There's literally a foxhole right down there behind them. Way down there in the woods a little bit further. There's a foxhole. We know it's a foxhole. We put cameras on it and we see a fox coming out. Of course, last time we put a camera on it, all we saw was cats going down there, which makes no sense. But of course, there's a bunch of bones and stuff in there too, from the foxes killing everything. So, who knows? Sure, I smell skunk. I smell skunk. Why do I smell skunk now in the middle of the day? That's weird. I know we got skunk, but man, middle of the day? What? Ugh. Ow. Anyways, guys, if anybody's ever had a greenhouse in the colder climates, do you have any idea how to keep it warm in the wintertime? Mine is what I'm already doing. Mine is using a heater, which we might have to in the wintertime, but I don't really want to because, you know, electric bill goes sky high. Unless we get like a propane heater. Like a little, well, we do have a little one, but it only runs for like, it won't run that long. But we could use a propane heater, like a little tiny one. Stick it in there. I don't know. We'll have to just worry about it later. But that way it would actually stay above, you know, check. That way it would actually stay above 50 degrees, because I don't know. I want to say above 50 degrees also where the point where most compost take. I mean, again, people say you can make compost in the winter time. But again, I think most people don't live so far north. We're not really north, we're up in the mountains is our issue. So it gets really cold. Colder than most places in our state. And we're also kind of north too, but not super north. We're not like Montana or Alaska north, but we have mountains. So it gets like negative. We're in like zone 6B, I think. Yeah. I think we're like 6B, which I think that means it gets like -5. I think it's the coldest we get, which actually gets colder than that, but you know, it can stay -5. That bug just flew in my mouth. Really? What kind of bug was that? I don't know what that was. Give the bugs just flying around. If I can't, because it's almost summertime. Well, it technically is spring, but it's been cold. So we're having like a late spring. Not a late spring, but it should be like this every day. But the last couple days it's been like 30 degrees in the morning. Come on, Jake. Come on. I know, Jake. You're getting old. You're getting lazy. It's getting hard on you to walk them down the road. But it's actually good for you, Jake, to get out a little bit. Get some exercise moving in your bones. This is, I don't like it, though. It's good for you, Jake. Make sure you don't overdo it. Anyways. Alright, guys. I'll come back in a few minutes. So, hi, guys. I'm back. I want to show you guys what I've been doing since I've been home. I've been watering plants. Ah, they're all nice and watered. Yep, all nice and watered. You can see all the water on them. The beads of water dripping off. Right, kitty cat? Come here, Tommy. Come here, Tommy, kitty cat. Come back. Come here. He says no. Come here. He says forget you. Anyways, we got my trees are coming back out finally. At least one of them is. These are flop. Oh, this one's gonna bloom soon. Look, it's gonna bloom. Oh, this is gonna bloom too. Okay, we got two that are gonna bloom. Nice. We got two bloomers. We got two blooms. Nice. I don't know why the other ones aren't blooming, but they will eventually, maybe. Anyways, guys. Right, kitty cat. Meow. Anyway, guys, I guess I'll cut back if you was in the vlog. So, anyways, guys. I didn't really do much today. Basically, just walked around, watered my plants. Talked to you guys about greenhouses again, which I'm still really interested to see when that comes. Should be coming today or tomorrow. Might have been here. Should have been here yesterday, but it's a little bit late. But oh well. Anyways, guys. I guess I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So we'll roll the outro. Alright, guys, if you did this for the video, let me watch me. I really appreciate it. But if you want more, you can click here, subscribe down below, do whatever you want. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. So